I'm a married woman in love with another married man.
Getting married is actually not that serious. Putting a title to something that already exists. Is marriage really a necessity?
For women, yes, I'll say it should be. I mean, a necessity for women. But for men, I don't know.
To me, I don't think marriage is actually a necessity. To me, it's an option.
Men and women. Who do you think are people who look forward to marriage?
If I recall, maybe Adam and Eve, there wasn't really any ceremony between the two of them.
The mistake that a lot of young men or women do is they immediately they get into the relationship, they are looking forward to marriage.
Yeah.
Well, some girls will go and meet a typical Accra F-boy who has no regard for her and will just assume that, okay, I'm getting married to him. If we marry, you go change. You know, go change anything. Being clothes, we go change them. Or, yeah, I tried it. I don't recommend.
Anything I could add, the city where you put me on, make I cry.
This is Anything Accra, the podcast.
Welcome, guys, to Anything Accra, the podcast where the city never sleeps and neither do we. My name is PMN, and I have here with me
Keely Jade Brewer, broadcaster, potential billionaire, and rich auntie. Passing over the baton to...
Yeah, my name is Kojo Nyanyue. If you consider Nyanyue, Kojo is good. I run Good News _ Limited, and I'm passing the baton to...
All right, so my name is Timo. I'm a music executive and a student of life. Yeah, man.
So, Charlie, on today's episode, we can't talk about something really it's kind of serious to some people.
Hey.
It might not be serious to some people. Some people to take on World Cup. Yeah, chinchina. Then for taste time before then go die. What be this thing? It be marriage. The question be say, is marriage really a necessity? First of all, I would love to throw out to Kili.
Yeah.
Dissect how to say how to go.
All right, so before I even break down anything, let me read some facts over here put together by our honorable production team. It says research shows that it has become a popular belief that half of all marriages end in divorce. However, this statistic is actually an exaggeration because 44% of couples become divorced and the other 56% remain married. To me, 44% is close to 50, but
it's still high.
Yeah. And
high.
It says this means that more than half of couples do work through issues and stay together for the long term. But some of our viewers sent in their sentiments and their problems, so we're coming to jump into other people's business as usual.
Yeah, let's do that.
You don't say we don't go feel help them, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't feel help them, but we just go talk your story.
But the thing
ideas.
is that we've heard these stories, right? People who live together, but then the vibe not really deep.
That one today, bro. Yeah.
So if they're still together and the vibe not there, are we really calling it like a marriage? That'd be another question we for ask one body.
There's a question here. Is it really a necessity?
So let's take our cross-board. Prince.
Well, to me, I don't think marriage is actually a necessity. To me, it's an option.
Tara, don't you?
That's fuckboy. That's fuckboy talk.
No,
That's fuckboy talk. That's
really,
fuckboy
it's
talk.
an option. Even though I'm married.
Why you ringing?
Even though I'm married. Yeah.
Fish pie.
Yeah, it's an option. I don't think it's really a necessity because you can literally be with somebody and not be married, and you can actually do the forever thing with that person. But also, it be society where they make people make marriage seem like something, an achievement, something where you for achieve before you feel like you get there. But to me, it's not all that.
Prince, it sounds like you don't like commitment.
It's not all that.
No, but marriage be achievement. Do I not go lie? Because anybody where you marry, I feel say the person really get courage.
Yeah, honestly.
So it's a courageous journey.
It takes courage to marry, especially in today's world.
Yeah, to get married in Accra, it takes a lot of courage, yeah.
Personally, growing up, I not really put for my calendar inside, say, yo, I go, baby. People put in their calendar like, yo, when I chop like 20 or 30, I should be married and all that shit. But then again, being in a relationship, let me take it from
myself,
here.
Charlie.
Let me take it from
bro.
here.
I even have a wedding playlist as we speak.
Same.
He knows about it. He's willing to get married.
It depends on who you are with, really. Somebody you will feel day with them is like you feel like getting married because maybe this person is bringing you so much joy, and then you experience certain things and you feel like, nah, this is not for me.
Yeah.
So it be a wave. You get me? It be a wave. But right now, as it stands, I don't really feel like it's benefit for women. Yes, I'll say that it's really good for you guys. So it should be a necessity. I mean, a necessity for women. But for men, I don't know. I don't know what the benefit is for men.
I mean, we have to pick it from the definition of what marriage is. Mm-hmm. There's the part where it's a legal binding between two people. Then there's the social part where it's done outside of the church. And then there's also the traditional part where two families come together, and that's what marriage is. Then there's also the business part where, you make a business move with someone, like the way the monarchies used to do it in the past, where this kingdom gets married to this kingdom so that there's peace to prevail. Right. So it's usually like a means to an end. Now, the fact that the question should be more whether it is suitable for someone more than if it's a necessity or not.
The person who's asking the question.
No. I'm saying this way because of the way that we would approach the answer.
Yeah.
Right. Because if you say whether it's a necessity or not, it kind of boxes us in. Because then now it means that if somebody decides to be with someone and they live like they are married couples but have not done it legally, are they married or not? You understand what I'm saying?
That be them.
But the key word in what you just said is like. Like doesn't mean it's exactly what it is.
No, religion, some way, somehow, especially in our culture where we do it plays an important role, like in marriage, right? But if I recall, maybe Adam and Eve, there wasn't really any ceremony between like the two of them.
Yeah.
Right, there wasn't any ceremony.
Not in our terms.
Not in our context.
Not in our terms.
So
I think
who officiated their
I think
marriage?
God officiated their marriage by
How?
putting Adam to sleep, Jane, the guy's rib, creating the woman, and then presenting the woman to him like, okay, this is your woman. And he even, you see how you go to your wedding, you exchange vows. Adam was feeling romantic and very socialist in the moment. He said, oh, this is the bone of my bone, the flesh of my flesh. So I feel like that could stand, but it may not necessarily be the same way we have ceremonies today. The same way that people were getting married in Israel about 2,000 years ago is not how we're getting married today.
Okay, so if I'm living with my girl, right, and we've been living together for, let's say, 30, 40 years, but then we haven't done like a ceremony, right? Would you consider us married?
No, you're cohabiting.
You're in a relationship.
You're dating. You're legally dating.
Okay, so now the question is, if I'm able to do that, right, for like those number of years, why won't society be okay with it? Because the people we didn't marry, the people we didn't marry, we not see most of the time. See, they go left.
No, we know.
No, but it did there. Like if we look at all of us, we know married people, right? We know married people.
Yeah.
And the truth is, look, it's hard to remain with the person where you see it be your forever and more.
I disagree.
Too.
How you did disagree?
I disagree.
Evidence they show.
What's evidence?
You know, be Accra with this thing.
No, so what's the evidence? What's the evidence?
But I feel like the reason why marriages break up nowadays is because a lot of people are so focused on having a picture perfect wedding than actually working towards a marriage. So, for example, a guy will meet a girl, they fall in love, they are going on all the dates, catching cruise, going here, and here, having all the sex that they want to have, doing all the things that they want to do. And then at the end of the day, it's like they never really got to know each other because they're just cruising on vibes and infatuation. For example, some girls will go and meet a typical foolish Accra F-boy, you understand, who has no regard for her and will just assume that, okay, because I'm getting married to him, if we marry, you go change. You know, go change anything. It be includes we go change daily. That be all. But I feel like marriage is a necessity.
I feel like people they make marriage sound some kind of difficult shit.
That's why I don't understand.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
If you're in love with this person and you feel like you want to get married to that person, just get married to the person. Personally, I feel like I can be with somebody and we can be good for a lifetime and not get married. I feel like getting married is actually not that serious. Putting a title to something that already exists. Just like relationship, we are in a relationship. What are we gonna do different?
Yeah, I believe in marriage because I feel like it solidifies the commitment.
It establishes the commitment.
But relationship solidifies it as well. I normally get in a relationship, right? So when I'm in a relationship, I
Wait, you normally get in a relationship like
when I used to.
The way they talk out.
Yeah, when I used to
explain that
date,
well.
I used to date.
Yeah.
And
then
When
it
you
gets
used
easy.
to, why you
When
don't
you-
date anymore?
He's
I'm
married.
not
He's married.
dating,
He's a
I'm
married
married.
man.
So
Your man, them, you know, for taking police table talk last year.
No.
Why you marry where they tell me say married no be
Oh,
necessity?
it not be necessity. It be
So
option.
why you
it be
do
option. It be some option where I choose. Say the person that I'm with. Now I feel like
but
the end goal is say she takes my box.
Yeah.
She they recharge my energy.
Yeah.
This be somebody where I go feel even build a family with.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, why am I even stressing? Because I get in a relationship
Yeah.
for the future.
Yeah.
So if I know the see future with you, I mean I won't waste my time.
Yeah.
So that be the option I take. Say, I would not waste my time with somebody that I don't see in the future with.
Right.
I saw my future with this person, and I was like, why should I waste
Omniscient.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
no, it's just like I absolutely agree with you because sometimes the mistake that a lot of young men or women do is like they immediately they get into the relationship, they are looking forward to marriage.
Yeah.
But then if you are looking forward to the future, you realize that now you are building the blocks that will get to the point where
exactly.
marriage becomes necessary.
But I feel like
So I like
if you
that.
want to get to know someone, just make them your friend. I don't think you have to date someone to get to know them first.
Absolutely.
I do think that you
'Cause I
have
feel
to
like
live
Absolutely.
with someone. I do feel like you have to live with someone to know them.
Okay, yeah, to an extent, I agree with that. But
That's-
I
You
feel
have
like
to live
to
with
get
someone.
That's
to get
interesting.
to know someone, you don't have to necessarily date them just because you like them.
Yeah.
But you
I feel
don't,
like
you
if-
don't just meet somebody and start dating them.
No, but I feel like if you
And
are
people do that in Accra, though.
People do that,
No,
yeah.
but I think is that dating in itself, like I don't think it's a wrong thing. Because to date, we say what?
Yeah,
Like,
you're
we
talking
link
to this
up
person. You're
every
talking to
now
this
and
person.
then. We check on ourselves.
Okay, then let's talk
you know.
about then I mean relationships. I think to get to know someone, you don't need to be in a relationship with them. You can be friends with them. The reason why I say be friends is because
That's what you
when
build
you're
the
friends with
foundation on.
someone, not even about the foundations, if when someone's your friend, they don't feel that effect of you kind of policing their moves. So they are more vulnerable with you and are able to be more honest with you. So if the person is abusive, it will come up in conversation some way, somehow. As you're adjusting, the thing will come up. But I feel like if you're in a relationship, everyone in the first few months is trying to seem perfect. You understand?
Everybody here kind of get like a job with and they do. Do you honestly have time for your friends like that?
Yeah, we make
depends.
time.
For you, I know you make time,
We make
right?
time.
But do you really know your friends?
We make time. So it's not.
So
it's,
you really know your friends.
it's not
But
the
I feel
same.
like you don't get to know someone till you live with them.
no, I disagree.
I disagree.
Um,
You get.
I don't know, for me-
it's actually an acceleration, right? So you move on from first gear, second gear, then you go. So
What that
you get to
happens?
know
F1,
somebody. Yeah,
F1.
you get to know somebody to an extent.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, you get to know them more. Like, oh, yo, you used to be like this. Like, you could literally get to know when your friend is getting upset.
yeah.
You can also know when facial expressions even tells like, yo, my boy the ball. You know, you can literally walk out because you know, like, yo, he's not comfortable or she is not comfortable. So it be process. You get to know them more. So you don't necessarily have to
Live with them.
somebody to
Yeah.
get to know
I
them.
don't think you have to-
Like I
you-
put in this question here. Do you guys see yourself being married? I'll start with Keely.
Yeah, I see myself being married.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does marriage mean to you?
For me, I feel like marriage is more driven towards purpose. I think for me, every time I wake up and
Shabadabadush.
Kadabu Shadi Bakata
Yeah.
Yadi Baba Sate
Let's
Kadi
go.
Bakata Rama Shadi Bakata
Show,
So yeah, with that being said, with marriage and relationships, every time I'm about to sleep or I wake up, the thing that's on my mind the most is my future and me doing well, because I have expensive taste and I like to spend money on stuff. So because of that, I'm always like, I don't want to end up with someone who would force me to cheapen my taste. Or, yeah, I tried it. I don't recommend. I don't recommend. Guys, my eyes are red. I don't recommend. It's not easy.
Wow.
But yeah, with that being said, purpose. I don't want anyone to drag me down to a level and like dumb down my dreams or make me lose our ambition on stuff or make me complacent or make me settle for less. Like, okay, we bought some 2 picantos and we have 1 trotro doing Uber, so let's buy a dog and we'll sit in the house. We've built some 2-bedroom house at Afienya, so let's be here. Nah, that's not the kind of life I want for myself. I want to do global things. So I feel like when it comes to marriage, I'm looking more at purpose more than I'm looking at feelings and romance and any of those things. Because I feel like when it comes to feelings, your feelings is a choice. You can literally choose to love someone daily, day in, day out. You can choose to be intentional and choose to love the person. But when it comes to purpose is something that's innate. It's inbuilt. If the person doesn't have it, they don't have it. If you didn't, they didn't. You understand? So, Charlie, I see myself getting married, but for marriage is mostly purpose-based for me. Okay. Somebody who would do well and also push me to do. Also, we grow together and then we end up fulfilled. Yeah, we find babies.
Amen.
Yeah, what's up? How about you?
Charlie, my perspective may be nuanced in a particular way, but I believe in immortality. I believe that man. I believe that man can live beyond his physical, like beyond this body, right? So, and usually what that means is that he does something that outlives him. So that means it's his work. So that means when you're pointing all of your life to your work, then you become immortal because your work lives beyond you. And in that context, Adam was first given work to do. And while he was doing the work, God said,
one question I asked.
bro, that's my perspective, bro. Let me get it. Because that's my philosophy.
Okay.
No.
I want to hear.
That's the thing. So he gave him work to do. And while he was doing the work, he was like, you need a help to do the work. So now that you need a help to do the work, this is the woman that comes with you to do the work. So before the woman comes to meet the man, he has work to do. And before the woman is given to the man, he's already doing his work. And that is where the marriage comes in. So that's what's necessary.
So you're saying women be helped. They are into help.
Okay, well,
it's true.
It's helpmeet. And actually, let me help you with this. Helpmeet is not necessarily somebody who's beneath you. It's somebody who can do things that you cannot do by yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why that combination is necessary. And that's why my perspective on marriage is this way, because I have work to do. I've been given this purpose to do. I need somebody to help me do it. I'm doing the work, and then somebody's added to me, and then we get the work done. That's what it is.
So what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
The truth is, the question when you ask it, honestly speaking, I really don't know. But from what you talk it, isn't that companionship?
I think that is.
No, see? So here's the thing.
Companionship goes deep. I feel like marriage
I feel
is
like
companionship with legal intimacy attached to it. And I feel like in marriage, the intimacy you may experience is deeper than any surface level casual intimacy you may have with someone.
You're saying
you could literally go and buy a dog and have a companionship with a dog. That's why John Wick could go out. I'm coming. Let me land my Boeing. So that's why John Wick could go and buy a dog and he's ready to go and kill people because they've killed his dog. You understand? That's companionship. But companionship with intimacy and knowing that this 1 + 1 is equals to 1 is what makes marriage special. You can't have that with your girlfriend because with your girlfriend, there's an expiry date. You know very well that, Charlie, this thing, if you cast at any time.
But that expiry date, the marriage, so you see me, the question is,
marriage
both
comes,
the marriage and the girlfriend all get expiration dates. The only difference at the CBC, marriage in expiration dates, it be stressful and it be long. So sometimes instead of going through that thing, let's try and work it out. It's almost like it's easier to work out.
It's the same with relationship, unless y'all being lazy, not working it out. Because at the end of the day, that's where I said it be acceleration. If you get to a level where your gear they change, find ways and means to make you move. Yeah, it be as simple.
Exactly.
as that.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like, so when you have somebody to help you, it's according to something that you guys are doing together, and then.
So you see why I said I got married.
Yeah, no, bro. Today is one of the times when I absolutely agree with everything you are saying. Absolutely agree with most of the things that you are saying.
I don't know if
Yeah, let's dig right into that. It reads, I'm married but unhappy. I was dating a woman who had an affair with a guy she called her bestie for years. Besties always this 14 so. Anyway.
Do you guys think guys and women can be besties?
You can be besties.
Please,
it depends.
no.
It depends.
You know the funny thing is, usually women say yes and then the guys say no.
I feel like it can happen.
Bro.
I mean, I have male besties. They've
I
never
beg
tried
you.
anything.
I used to think so too.
Yeah,
but
let's just read.
I had to learn it the hard way now.
So he says, when I found out, hey, guys, focus. I'm married but unhappy. I was dating a woman who had an affair with a guy she called her bestie for years. When I found out, she insulted me, saying he gave her more money and insulted my manhood. A few weeks after our breakup, she called to say she was pregnant. I suggested an abortion, but she refused and said I had to marry her. Despite her cheating, I was so into her and I agreed to the marriage. Now, after 2 years, I feel like I made the biggest mistake of my life because what if the child isn't mine? But this guy,
so he not say the child no be. Oh, wow.
This one says, I'm a married woman in love with another married man.
It happens.
Plenty day.
It happens.
Plenty.
It happens. It happens.
Akos.
It happens.
We always hide.
That's
to
her name,
up.
Akos.
No, that's not her name. It's a
That should
random
be a
name
name
I'm
because
throwing
I
out.
could see her for there.
Hey, please, young man, pause. Sunday.
It should say
Oh,
be
I'm a
Sunday.
Sunday boy. How dare you post it?
Pause.
No.
How dare you people say
Sunday
that?
no be Akusia.
Akosia be what?
No, Kwesi is Sunday.
Kwesi is Sunday, so
Akosia
Akosia.
is Sunday.
Akosia is
Read them.
So it reads, I'm a married woman in love with another married man. We always hide to link up, and I'm willing to divorce my husband for him, but he's not ready to divorce his wife for me.
Okay,
Now
yes, yes.
I'm in my marriage, but heartbroken by another man. I don't know what to do.
There's a meme going on.
Charlie, we cannot help you. You have
What you say you did house where your wife make money, but your wife make money sake of
you
your
don't know
boyfriend.
why your wife make
You
money.
tell me say you get in the period.
But that's not how it is.
Meanwhile, she chop
I beg,
breakfast.
make we carry on. We have two more stories. All right, so this one here reads, I got married early this year, 2024, to a man I've been dating since 2021. Ever since we got married, he changed and he started selecting what to eat and what not ever to be cooked in the house. And these were things he used to eat before. I questioned him about it and he said he doesn't like them anymore. He gives me everything I need. He provides and even helps my family members. From the first night we got married, he told me he'll only make love to me every Wednesday and only when he wants. I quarreled, but he didn't change his mind. Also, he says that the venue for the meeting must be outside the house, beside the fence, and he does not wear footwear. Hey, the guy be ritually so.
Keep going. That's what you see.
Let's go
Kana
Malambo.
Keep
Actually,
going.
yeah, Kana yo. Says every Thursday morning he wakes me up with expensive gifts, which I started reasoning he's doing to buy my mind off. The day I summoned courage to run away was when I saw him sitting naked at the same spot he makes love to me every Wednesday. He was sitting naked around 12 a.m., was murmuring, and I couldn't help but remember to pray all night. I prayed silently in fear, and the next morning I ran out and never returned. But since I've left, I've not been mentally stable. Are you going to marry Malam Bidato?
Yeah.
Nah, this one there be crazy.
Yeah, very diabolical.
All I'm saying is like before you enter into a marriage, you have to spend time and prepare, and that means that you prepare in all types of ways. Like you speak to the people who are ahead of you, you pray into it, you must fast into it, you must really spend time because it's somebody that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And if you're about to enter any type of partnership, even with a contract, like with another company or a new business, you do your due diligence. And so it's unfortunate that we don't do the same thing when we're about to enter a relationship with another person. So it's very, very important.
I think normally that type of shit calls for divorce. Let me ask this question.
That's the conclusion of the matter.
Other than cheating, what's the most? What causes divorce the most?
Money.
Other than cheating,
Money.
Yeah, that's a good one.
in what sense?
Money. Sometimes I feel like it's not even about them not having enough. It's about them agreeing how to split the bills. So for some people's relationships, I've seen firsthand someone's marriage crash because of finances, and both people were not even broke. It's just that, oh, I'm paying the school fees, I'm paying the light bill, I'm paying the water bill. Why can't you pay for groceries? You understand? I've seen firsthand a man whose wife said that, you know what, you are the man, so you are the one supposed to foot all the bills. And the man really fell on hard times. You know, his job wasn't paying enough, and they actually had delayed salaries for 2 months. Where in the middle of February, he hasn't been paid, and their lights are off. She said it's not her place to go and pay for prepaid, so she won't do it. They will sleep in the darkness.
But she can afford it.
Yeah, she can afford it. And she'll be like, if he can't pay, then she'll leave him in the house. So she left him in the house to go and sleep at her friend's place.
Did they have kids?
Yeah, they have kids. She said,
So she left the husband with the kids.
yeah, no, the kids were in boarding school anyway.
Oh, right.
The man used the rest of his money to pay their fees. So she said, okay, if there's no light in the house, it's your place to pay for light. So me, I'm leaving you here. I'm going to sleep at my friend's house. If there's no food in the house, she will intentionally eat before she gets home. Not thinking about, oh,
Charlie,
I have the money.
This guy's slack.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's like I have the money, but I'm not going to spend money on
guy's
buying
slack.
food for you because you are the man and you are supposed to be the provider. I need the woman. I'm just supposed to help you. So there are some people who've been raised that way,
I think he actually got married to somebody he doesn't even know.
Yeah.
How can that person be your wife?
you see, so they were dating for I think 8 years before they got married, and this is their second year of marriage, and they cohabited for let's say a good 6 out of those 8 years.
You see why
So
like
people-
they never for marry?
Nah, but
You see
people
why
change.
I keep saying like marriage not really be.
Nah,
You say
Prince,
marriage.
Prince,
You
but
say
let me-
marriage.
I'm coming.
Marriage will
Let me
spoil
say
it.
something.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
like,
No marriage is
will
spoil it. No marriage don't spoil anything.
It's not be the marriage is
It be the woman way, Charlie.
No,
They,
it's not
they,
even.
they
It's
were
not even
good
about the
together for
woman.
8 years. They're married 2 years. But
you
see
know,
what they
you know,
happen.
I understand what Killy's saying. Maybe those 8 years there, during
That
those
was good.
times, the guy
That was good.
Yeah.
and
And apart from that, wait, Tara, you know the main problem. As we sat down to break down the issue, we realized, say, nah, this thing, it not really even just be the woman in fault. It's not just the woman. It's about the stories you hear from your aunties and your mothers and your grandmothers who are bitter. So when you are going into marriage, you know before you go into marriage, you announce that, oh, he proposed. I said yes, yeah, my fiance.
Yeah, this is why they from that about house. So you
understand, like my fiance, and then
somebody proposed to you, and
no, it's not yet, not yet. We're waiting. But in any case, so you're there, and then your aunties and your mothers and those sisters, everybody will call you one-on-one, thinking that they are chipping in good advice, like, hey, Charlie, use this for the road. When you're married, don't do this. When you're married, don't do that. And it seems like her mother's aunties, sisters, and grandmothers told her that, Charlie, when you're going into marriage, don't be paying for anything for the man. Otherwise, the man will become lazy. Women hear these things. We hear these things from our aunties and our mothers. Some of them will
That's
even
very
say,
interesting.
when you're getting married, make sure you hide your money from your husband. When you're getting married, make sure that he pays for everything. So that
that's why if you're not the kind of family they marry from.
yeah.
Absolutely. That's
Some
what
of them
I'm
will
saying.
even say,
It's
oh,
not just the
due
girl you're
diligence.
married.
if he's buying, if he's
Due
buying
diligence
land,
be
make sure
crazy.
he puts the land in your name. Make sure you take an insurance policy on him in case of any yawa. And they're saying it actually from a place of love, because they don't want you
Because
to fall
they've been hurt.
victim to the things that they've fallen victim to. But at the same time, they don't realize that you may not be in a situation as toxic as they were.
this.
But then you are carrying that toxicity or those bad vibes to go and meet someone's good vibes in the marriage. So it's like automatically you enter the marriage suspicious of everything. The moment he coughs or the moment he wakes up in the morning and says, oh, babe, I'm not feeling well today. I just want to stay home. In your mind, this man is ready to be a useless, lazy man. So you start insulting him and you want to push him out the door. It kills your compassion for your partner, you know. And it comes from the aunties and all those people putting things into your ear. So I feel like for you to even be a good wife in the first place, you must have that discernment and knowledge up here to know what is good for you and what you want to allow in your marriage. Because at the end of the day, every relationship is unique.
Yeah.
If Tara gets married today, Tara's marriage won't be the same as my marriage, won't be the same as Prince's marriage or Kuju's marriage. You know, everybody's different.
Just know your partner.
Speak sense,
Don't
bro.
just get
Oh yeah,
into
no be today.
don't just get into relationship without knowing who you are.
Yeah, do your due diligence.
Do you have anything to tell the people who are looking to get married or meet their partners and that?
So I get one thing, even with like adding to what you just said about like the older generation. It's part of the reason why I always tell my friends here, if you not make ready, make you not marry. And if you not make ready, make you not even born.
Me, I be product of make I just born. And
Abi?
yeah, I be product of make I just born. My poppy, it's not what you say he won't born. We pregnant on me. And I be product of that. And honestly, that thing, it strained me and my father's relationship for the longest. It's only 2 years ago. And as Tara has been my friend for a long time. So you know, right?
Right.
It's only 2 years ago that I came to terms with the fact that, okay, I need to accept my father for who he is and honor him as a father regardless of how I feel his choices have affected me. And it took a lot of
That's
prayer,
wisdom. That's wisdom.
courage,
Yeah, that's real
maturity, and it took a lot of selflessness for me to reach that decision. So that make her just born. People figure say, oh, me and the girl, we look nice together. If we born, the kid go fine. Like, you're not breeding puppies, bro. Serious.
That's a good one. That's
you're
a
not
really
breeding
good one.
puppies. Like, these are real people's lives you're affecting. So I beg, wear a condom, use your sense, and abstain. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That'd be so hard one.
This is Anything Accra, the podcast. It's been amazing having you guys here. My name is PMN. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave comments below. You guys have anything to say before we end it?
Yeah, guys. If you can marry, but don't focus just on the wedding. Marriage is real work. Don't enter in there and then be upset that you have work to do. That's what you signed up for. And EGB, Charlie, it will be regardless. And hopefully the rest of us will find people to marry. The way Prince is married now,
Charlie, marriage is actually a beautiful
God has
thing.
me, please.
Amen.
Marriage is actually a beautiful thing. Being married is an amazing feeling. Guys, I encourage you guys to get married. Where you meet the person that you feel like rocks your boat.
Oh my gosh.
Charlie, take you guys, Charlie.
Inside Accra, come to see we play on Charlie.